does my genius husband do for our big anniversary? He books a cruise because nothing says romance like seasickness.
Well, I've got you some ginger. That's supposed to be good.
You serious? All I wanted was to go back to Hamilton Island, my favourite spot in the Whitsundays. Lewis's cruise was from Brisbane to the Whitsundays too, and we'll soon see how it compares. The shocking difference in price, the everyday object that sums up cruising.
And did Bonnie get seasick?
But a huge surprise was coming. That is the best surprise ever!
10, 9, I want to hear you! 7.
From the moment the ship pulled away from port, we realised this wasn't going to be your average holiday. The sail away party felt like a music festival at sea. This cruise was to celebrate our wedding anniversary, so I packed everything to combat seasickness and just wasn't going to think about it. And immediately got into the swing of the party. Live bands, dancers, conga lines, cocktails, pure joy. Even seasoned cruisers were dancing like it was New Year's Eve. The whole ship was literally bouncing out to sea. Hamilton Island has nice bars, but no 80s night where strangers belt out, "Living on a prayer," like their life depends on it.
Hi, welcome on board.
Thank you. After all that excitement, we finally got to check out our room.
But before we do, let's rewind a few hours.
Laura and Tony weren't just dropping us off.
You didn't think we'd let you go on your own, did you?
You're coming with us.
Of course we are.
Oh, wow!
We've planned this for months.
Where's our room?
We're next door.
They'd secretly booked the same cruise and were in the cabin next door. Game changer. Suddenly it wasn't just a trip, it was an adventure. Hamilton's Reef View Hotel has truly epic views. Floor-to-ceiling windows, a huge balcony, and Cat's Eye Bay buzzing with paddleboarders, jet skis and windsurfers, with Whitsunday Island just posing in the background. Our cruise cabin, stateroom, was smaller than Hamilton Island's, but surprisingly spacious. It was spotless, comfortable, made up daily, turned down at night, and had a seriously powerful shower. And yes, towel animals. No elephants made of towels at Hamilton.
Next up, food, but we weren't expecting much.
But cruise food absolutely surprised us. Genuine fine dining, celebrity chef venues, international buffets, and 24/7 snacks. The service was next level. Most restaurants would have a meltdown if they were half full. The cruise crew could run a Michelin-starred restaurant in their sleep.
And nearly all of it was included. And I had 3 curries before dinner.
On Hamilton, breakfasts are included and the food's great, but come lunch and dinner, it's London prices with palm trees and no midnight pizza window. The real surprise, the shows. We didn't even know cruise ships had theatres like this. Broadway-style productions, stand-up, Cirque du Soleil-style acrobatics. I wasn't ready. Real theatres, moving platforms, massive LCD walls, like being in Vegas at sea. At Hamilton, one great singer we saw by the marina just couldn't compete. It was a quieter vibe. And if you're thinking it all winds down after the show, think again. Hotel-style bars, cocktail lounges, piano bars, whiskey dens, poolside cocktails, every vibe is covered. Hamilton has a few nice places, but nowhere near the variety. And no one brings you a mojito in a cute little dolphin. Lewis has this thing for sunrises and sunset, and at Hamilton, you've got to climb a hill or hike to the right side of the island to catch either. On the cruise, just walk to the other side of the ship. I'll admit, sunset with a cocktail was pretty stunning. And if you're wondering what to do in between eating, drinking, and watching shows, people say cruises are boring. Well, we were flat out. Sunbathing, pool, trivia, shows, gym, spa, water slide, shopping, even a climbing wall. And yes, bingo, our first time ever, and surprisingly such a laugh. months. But the magic wasn't just on board. Every other morning, we'd wake up somewhere new. On day 2, we woke up in the Whitsundays. No airports, no taxis, just coffee and that view. One unpack, then paradise floats to you. Cruising is like flying business class for your whole holiday. Hamilton's more peaceful, with great off-island reef trips, karting, kayaks, windsurfing, driving around in cute golf buggies. And here's the kicker. We assumed the cruise would be the much pricier option. We always thought those magnificent cruise ships were out of reach, too fancy, too expensive, so we never really looked into it. But it ended up costing half of what we would spend on Hamilton Island once you factor in flights, meals and drinks. And the cruise included all of that, plus most shows, accommodation and transport. Cruise wins big time. The penny dropped after the dreamy day at Airlie Beach. Smoothies, markets and that laid-back feel. We took the ferry back to the ship as the sun set behind it, glowing on the water. Then leisurely cocktails with Laura and Tony, a world-class dinner, an awesome show, a nightcap in a cosy bar, and a short stroll back to our room, which had already been turned down for the night, all without leaving the ship.
No taxis, no bills, no stress.
A cruise ship is basically like your smartphone. Everything you need, all in one place.
Bars, restaurants, shows, your room, it's like tapping between apps. Only you're walking between decks.
And most cruise lines have their own app. You can book activities, check your account, even order drinks.
And in case you're wondering,
So, did I get seasick? Well, I took my daily tablets, wore my wristbands, nibbled on ginger, and kept my back to the window every time I was sitting down. Even on the ferry to Airlie Beach, it was plain sailing. So credit to Lewis. We definitely got lucky with the weather, and with the ship's stabilizers, you could barely tell we were moving. Honestly, I was fine. Final verdict, we didn't expect to love cruising.
but we do.
Hamilton will always be special, but the cruise, it rewrote the rules.
So would we cruise again?
Absolutely! Sometimes the best holidays start with the worst ideas. Please let us know in the comments how you feel about cruising, and subscribe for more of our life in Australia, one unexpected adventure at a time. We really love making these videos for you, and we hope you enjoy watching them too. Thank you for watching Lewis and Bonnie's Australia.